peeing on his territory right here. Look at this.
He got horny.
He's making sure the 22 straight don't get it in.
You know, he ain't too long. He's still trying to get out of that pent up shit out.
He's still used to bussy. Just kidding. He'll smack me for that one.
Are we rolling?
Hot, man.
When I'm going back to LA, man.
Sure, whenever your ass gets on the plane, I don't know.
Come back to the
Oh.
When did he cancel on you, man?
Man, hold on.
I don't know.
Ask him, because I'm about to really think you goddamn tripping, nigga.
He probably figured out I'm the body man out here. I'm the hat man. Bro, look at this. This is the girl I was just talking about. Look at this fucking ass.
Nah, I seen that hoe was goddamn. Somebody was throwing that ass in front of you yesterday. I was like, who the?
He said bro walked up and caressed her in front of
He was holding her waist and kissing on her neck while I'm talking to her. I was calling him out like, man,
we rolling. Everything's rolling. It's Hot Thoughts. We all high, man. H-Town to Cali. Oh, yeah. Roll this shit up. H-Town to Cali like Robert Horry.
Got no jumping towel ass in this motherfucker.
Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah, we let them gunshots go, nigga. Real 100 shots. Like, RP dog. But yeah, man.
I saw that all coming together. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, man. You back in the city. I know last time we asked you, you said you hadn't been to Houston in shit like a decade.
I feel like the last time I went to Houston was 2017, 2018 with Maxo Cream and Trill Sammy on tour.
Yeah, nah, a lot of shit changed. Now I ain't heard of a Trill Sammy tour in a long time.
Oh, you doing my boy bad? That's fucked up. Yeah, I mean,
with Trill Sammy, I ain't come over for nothing.
He had the like little kid fan base going nuts on that tour. I remember.
Yeah, not the old people like me.
No, okay, yeah, but it was Maxo and him, so he kind of had a little bit of adult fans as well.
I remember he was one of the first rappers that like went up with the gaming too. Like he was gaming and streaming that shit. He went up with that shit.
He was a gamer? I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
So why you haven't fired Brandon yet, man?
What's your list of complaints about Brandon?
Brandon should, if you would have got it since you got rid of Almighty, I inbox your ass, but you don't be looking at my.
I look at it, but then I just don't engage with you. But yeah, why do you hate Brandon so much? Let's talk about it. You're intimidated by him because he's so intelligent?
I saw that short dude when I was there. No, I'm not tripping about bro.
Okay.
I'm just saying bro really instigated bro to do that shit. And when he spit and he know that bro was going to knock him out, he had to put out a knife because in Texas, if Brandon would try to do anything to somebody, would put out a Glock on his.
You talking about Brandon?
I mean, listen. I mean, either way, regardless of whose behavior was, like, regardless of if Brandon said things that inflamed the situation, I just can't really, like, in good conscience be having people on the podcast that are going to be turning into a physical confrontation, in particular involving weapons. But that being said, free Almighty. Brandon, I don't know, man. It's like I'm still trying to figure out exactly where he fits into the puzzle because you think he's just got to be fully out of there? Send him back to Long Beach.
Send him back to Long Beach. He's gonna stab you in your back.
I think I got a strong opinion. The person I'm worried about is Unc 607 Unc.
That is honestly a good point. Yeah.
No, what you got going on? You got a blind blood up there and get mad that somebody said slum, bro.
I mean, it happened. Everybody saw it happen on camera, and honestly, it didn't register for a couple seconds in my brain what he was actually saying because Unc says so much random shit. Hoover, blank remover. Took me a second, and then he actually doubled down. I'm not gonna lie, there's an unreleased podcast that they did yesterday where I guess 4Extra is like really turned up on Unc about him just not understanding the rules in LA, in particular, that you just can't be playing with people's neighborhoods.
People, bro. Don't be trying to say, bro, send bro home, bro. You got bro out there. You ain't paying them. You pay them in California food stamps.
That's not true. Where would I even get food stamps?
Bro, you Adam, bro.
Where would I get food stamps to pay him with?
Post on Instagram.
I'm not catching a Rico for some food stamps.
We got the stamps. We need them.
I might catch a Rico like Thug.
Yeah.
Sweep that shit under the rug.
Bro.
Know where that came from?
Hey, you know, I was at work and when I saw that, I sent you the number between me and old boy, because I'm not gonna mention his name. And by him saying, "Hey, look, bro, the best thing that ever happened in his life is getting to it with a Nigerian, bro."
You're a Nigerian?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes.
He only claim it when he upset.
You don't look like you could do too well in a track and field event.
Bro, Adam, I haven't been fat my whole life, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy. Like, I found love, you know what I'm saying? And, like, I got big over 3 years.
I just, like, when I think of Nigerians, I think of them being very, like, tall and
you gotta get fat people, bro.
Nothing really. I just, like...
Talking about my legs.
You're making me realize right now, though, that I had a discriminatory stereotype in my mind that all of the Nigerians were athletic and thin. And in reality, some of them are... You know,
man, we got some big ones, bro. We eating fufu and goat. You hear what I'm talking about?
What is fufu?
Man, you gotta find out next time you're in Houston.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's that. I ain't never had that shit. I'm scared too.
Bro, ask Max.
I seen they like eat it. Is that the thing they eat with like
their
hands and then they?
Yeah.
No.
It's like a big fluff type shit, and they just dip it into some type of soup.
You want to know what I had to eat while I was out here?
Rice cakes.
Rice cakes?
Yeah.
I do eat shit like that at home. That's embarrassing, but We got the burger joint. Okay. You respect the burger joint?
Yeah, it's in Montrose.
That's pretty good. Yeah. And then this morning for breakfast we had Space City bagels.
I ain't never.
This is Postmates stuff.
You supposed to call some niggas before, like, where the food spots we need.
Man, he ain't trying to fuck with us. He fucking with Maxo and NFL Cartel both. I'm mad. I would have kissed in front of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you pull it out. You hear me?
Now, that hoe was jumping. They put him on some.
Yeah, we was at the pool party. What, so you're not allowed out there? You're not good in your city?
Hell no, I'm good.
But you want to be outside like that?
Yeah, no, I'll be at work, bro. I was just at work before I got here.
I don't be outside in LA, so I guess I understand. Like me in the club at the pool party is very out of the ordinary.
So when you come to Houston, did you have to check in with somebody like, hey, I'm coming to the pool party?
No, Cartel Bo extended the invite. He just hit me up. I was gonna come in like a couple weeks from now. Is there like a Pimp C Day coming up?
Yeah, it's like June is damn near Houston month. June 27th.
Okay, because Dub was telling me that he was coming out here. I was gonna come out here with him to do some shit around then, but then Cartel Bo told me about this pool party thing that he was doing. So.
They were like, who the hell is this white guy?
Hell no, they was fucking overjoyed to see me coming in the door there.
I saw you went in. You were like, "What's cracking?" I was like, "Damn, Adam been out there with the members too long. It's in him."
I think I've been saying "What's cracking" since before I even knew it was a gang reference.
Nah, with the bald head, bro.
No.
Nah, man. Man.
What's the white version? What's whacking?
Man,
no. What if we start putting? How do I just think of this idea now? We as white people we take W's and replace B's and C's with W's. Boom. Now we could finally get a little bit of swag.
So it's like a YW.
Nah, you don't know.
YN or YC.
Picture this. Picture the entirety of West Coast hip hop. Let's just talk about the West Coast. The top white rapper of all time is G-Eazy, and then me. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna put you before I put motherfucking G-Eazy.
For real? Hell yeah. He's got hits.
That shit trash, bro.
I don't know. Yeah.
That shit trash because the Satellite Radio kept that shit on repeat.
He got Megan Thee Stallion before the drama, so like I gotta salute him, bro.
Okay.
He had it all on the couch, kissing on the neck,
all
passionate.
Yeah. Megan Thee Stallion, she's too freaky.
Too freaky?
Yeah. You know,
she ain't freaky enough. Yeah. What? Damn, G-Eazy was clapping Meg. That's hard, though.
Question, bro. My people told me you was shooting porn in that studio that we was at in California.
No. The studio that I shot with you guys in, no porn.
No porn.
The porn is on the other side of the building.
Okay. So how long y'all gonna have 607 up there before y'all make him catch a random fade?
I mean, he's ducked it so far. I will say that, like, he seems like he's kind of, egging it on. Like, he's out here, like, disrespecting people's neighborhoods, whether he knows it or not. He definitely needs to tighten up a little bit, but I also feel like if Flacco ain't got packed out, then Unc could probably survive.
Flacco was an African, bro. They didn't have no reason to fight that dude, bro.
Why not? You think the gang members in L.A. are going to stop just because he's African?
Man,
oh, no, he's from the same tribe as my uncle. I can't beat his ass. Hell no, they're going to pack him out.
I want to ask, like, because I saw, like, you and Leonard, y'all did y'all's first interview, like, together with Vlad.
You feel me?
During that, did you, like, was your heart beating fast? Because it's like, man, what the fuck does Vlad know?
No. I mean, I talk to Vlad all the time. I feel like if Vlad knew anything that was really, like, that crazy, I probably would have been able to, like, sniff it out going in.
Interview with his wife and Vlad?
Me, Leonard, and Vlad interviewed us.
Okay.
Which I'm gonna be real with you. He started it out asking me fucking like current event questions about Tyler Perry and fucking what was the other one? Diddy.
Yeah, nobody's surprised by Tyler Perry, by the way. Like, America, the world, like, he been Medea for about 20, 30 years.
So you think he's a zest monster?
I mean, any nigga that's,
stop it.
What?
He been in heels for 20 years.
I think FDA is traumatized by the fact that so many of his black iconic heroes have gone on to become homosexuals, snitches, and zest lords.
Hell no, I don't give a fuck, bro.
You know you was a Bad Boy super fan. And it hurt you in your heart when you found out that he was raping and beating everybody.
That was crazy.
Damn, that's hard for you.
And it hurt my heart yesterday.
But it wasn't hard for me either.
You were a South Park Mexican fan.
Oh, shit.
Hell no. Hell no.
Nah, it hurt my
heart.
No. When they said that Eddie Murphy was tongue kissing
They try to say bro from my hood, bro. I ain't from my hood, bro.
Oh shit.
Eddie Murphy? You didn't say that?
Fuck Eddie Murphy, bro.
Man, that shit crazy, bro. He's donkey from Shrek, bro.
Wait, Eddie Murphy was fucking trans people?
No, they said he was tongue kissing some nigga.
Is Eddie Murphy still alive?
Yeah.
Okay. How old? He's gotta be old as fuck. I never see him anymore.
Shrek,
does he do anything anymore? Has he been on Joe Rogan?
Eddie Murphy got that money. That's why he became a fun boy. That's what happened when you retired.
Eddie Murphy. He's only 64. That's not that old. I might ask ChatGPT.
Hollywood years, yeah. Niggas lived to 90. Shit like that.
100.
Unless the Illuminati come and get you.
I got some more questions for your motherfucking ass.
Hold on, we gotta type ChatGPT. What the fuck has Eddie Murphy been up to? That's what I asked.
ChatGPT is the truth.
I be swearing at it and shit.
Man. Bro, you back that weekend video.
He's still doing a movie. He got a comedy special coming out.
I canceled my doctor appointment when I looked up what was wrong with me on ChatGPT. I was like, damn.
Oh, I've done that before too.
These niggas better than the
doctor.
doctor.
Y'all better go to the goddamn doctor, bro.
No, I tell you, here's the routine how you can heal. I'm gonna tell you day by day what you need to do.
ChatGPT. I hope nobody ever hacks my ChatGPT because I sent it a picture of my penis one time and said, "What's this?" Say, "What's this?" They said, "We're not allowed to give you medical advice, but you should probably go to the doctor."
Yeah.
Boy, did the motherfucker. You did that shit in that studio?
I got it fixed up. Now I'm good.
How you find that? How you find that shovel girl? What made you want to goddamn find her?
You like that? I don't know. They emailed me. They said you want to interview Shovel Girl.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Okay.
See, but look at that. You guys are threatened and you hate on Shovel Girl because you want to have a monopoly on violence. You see some white people beating the shit out of other white people. You're like, oh man, like.
Who the fuck is Shovel Girl?
That's that girl got hit in that head with that shovel, and it was like all over Vine and everything.
Nah, that hoe never should have pulled up.
Man, that hoe.
You don't remember the clip though?
Different than she looked in that clip.
Yeah, she should never pulled up. That's why she got her ass hit with a shovel.
I never really knew a shovel would be such a good weapon like that. But like one side is like really heavy, so it's perfect.
That's why they in prison. That's why they got them dudes on the horses with them guns. Because you can take a shovel and make it a weapon.
See, there you go.
Shit,
why do they have shovels in the jails?
Why they got a horse in the jail?
Shit manually.
Oh, all right.
Dig trenches, cut the wood.
Is niggas walking around with horses in jail? Like, walking horses, riding horses?
Imagine how, like, alpha you would be if you were the one dude in prison with a horse.
Yeah, Diddy.
everybody else.
You gonna stitch and get your bitch ass out of it?
I would be renting my horse's pussy out.
Damn.
$20, you could take a ride.
Cuz then got on the plane to be extra freaky.
No, I'm just telling you, that's probably, like, an obvious way to make money, you know?
Fucking horses?
Well, letting the other people who want to fuck a horse fuck the horse.
Is P. Diddy holding prison free costs?
You know, still to this day, we haven't really seen any evidence of him actually being gay. It's just like the closest thing is the fact that he used to nut on Cassie, and then Cassie would take the nut and go and rub it on Puff's nipples, which is about the weirdest thing. I think to most of us, that's probably like that's weird enough that you basically might as well be gay. Like if we found out that he was also sucking dick, it wouldn't surprise us that much. But like when I watched the interview with The Punisher, who was the dude that was fucking Cassie for Puffy's enjoyment, Vlad asked him straight up, "Do you think that Diddy is gay?" And he said, "Nah." Like
that nigga gay too.
But he fucked her 15 times, I think, in front of Diddy, and he never tried anything gay with him. So it's like I feel like at this point we would know if he was actually gay. So I'm holding out hope that he's never actually handled a penis.
I think he at least running to jail, at least part of it.
I think he's
niggas falling in line behind Diddy, man.
He's with the gangsters, but I mean, you might keep a good punk.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you, that boy Puff Daddy was a gangster. His dad used to work for Frank Lucas.
It's like, damn, bro. I feel like Cassie the gangster. I heard her tell a nigga she was gonna chop them up and put all their body in pieces and throw them away, and it's not gonna be her. And she
But you know how it is. She's just gassed up to think that she's the gangster one. The same thing with his girl, fucking stabbing people and shit.
No, hold on right quick.
What?
Hold on right quick, Adam.
I might catch a Rico like thugs.
No. Adam, I got somebody for you since you talking.
About to call the wife.
I'm about to sweep that shit under the rug.
Watch this. Because what read my ass said, my wife watch this shit come out. She don't even know who the fuck bro is. We don't know who this kid is. And why you keep on saying, let me tell your ass something, Adam. Don't try to be a. Look at his bullshit. He talking about you, baby. He said, what? Now tell her.
I was just saying we might catch a Rico like thug.
No,
sweep that shit under the rug.
He said you stabbed somebody. You hear me?
You admitted it.
He said you stabbed somebody.
Hey, I got bad news for you. Your husband is not exactly John Gotti. He admitted to it on the podcast. She said stand on business. She said that's why I brought security so FDA can't piece. Hey, she's not gonna show up and stab me too, right? She got a thing for stabbing white boys.
Baby, that's why you should have stayed, man. Don't worry. When we go to LA, we gonna go crash his shit.
He said he paid with security for that reason.
No,
FDA.
Man, he ain't had no security, bro.
Hey, I catch a Rico like thug. Told my mama be okay. I switch this shit under the rug.
Sorry, that was my ringtone. Sorry, that was a call. That's my ringtone.
So which I got a system set up basically now where you can jump out and have a Texas tour and program gonna run its schedule.
I made a commitment at the beginning of the year. I said I want to go do a weekend in a different city 12 times throughout 2025.
To the boo?
What is the boo? La Boo Boo?
The boo, Louisiana.
Oh, well, if there's some good rappers for us to tap in with, perhaps. But so far we've done Chicago, New York, Houston/Dallas, going to Toronto next. And then we'll see if I can actually do it. Because I got to catch up because I wasn't really going that hard at the beginning of the year. So now I got to go hard.
I see I like going to the trenches. I got some niggas to take you to the trenches out here.
We was already with CEO Gucci. What gets better than that, man?
Yeah. 15-year-olds, bro.
So what?
No disrespect. Nah,
they're the hardest ones.
He didn't face a drill, a Houston drill right now.
That's what I'm saying. When you're 15, you got no worries.
I ain't, bro. Look, let me tell you something, CEO Gucci. I'm old. I go to church. I barely can handle his white friend. I don't want no problems. You hear me? I calls the police. You hear me? I'll put you in jail. You know what I'm saying?
CEO Gucci going to put you on a T-shirt for sure.
Brother, please.
Yeah.
I stay far away from them people.
He's going to have a memorial on the side of the highway with you.
Hell nah, Adam.
Yeah, you're going to Swiss cheese or whip.
Hell nah, Adam.
No.
Adam, let me tell you, see how you left us? You remember how you left the interview that day in that DW grade? And you turn out like,
yeah. I was bending corners.
Left us like a motherfucker. I hope they got a ride home. They left us like a motherfucker. I just want y'all to know. But that's how I am in Houston. I'm like, back come get me. I don't want this white nigga see in my car.
You think that till CEO Gucci Swiss cheese or shit?
Man, bro, please. And guess who's gonna ride?
Big switches.
And guess who's gonna ride? You ready? My boys downtown on Travis Street.
They ain't gonna do nothing.
HPD.
So is this some other artists?
Your girl gonna have to ride out for you.
Y'all supposed to link up with out here?
What?
Is some other artists, or like who else y'all supposed to link up with out here?
Well, we're supposed to just basically hang out with Cartel Bo and Maxo for the rest of the day, and then CJ Casino been hitting me up, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to double team doing content with both of them, but it's possible. If anything, we're a little limited. But then we're going to Dallas, and we're gonna do we're gonna meet up with Ginn Lee, obviously.
Y'all ain't fuck with Sauce Walka?
King of the city. He's in another city right now.
Bro, I bet you that shit is not gonna be how it's gonna be.
You don't think?
Hell nah.
Nah, Ginn Lee good. He's gonna turn the whole city up.
Man, bro, please. I bet he ain't gonna be with Go Yeah.
We're gonna be go yeah the next day.
But
they fuck with each other.
Man, please.
Come on, man. You want everybody to hate each other because you're opposite all of them.
I don't give a damn about.
You don't care. You don't give a fuck about Texas.
Please.
You trying to divide the city.
Just the other day, I interviewed him. He said F Houston.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he did say that.
You're a big hater.
Man, fuck all that. You the biggest hater though.
I'm bringing the city together, man.
Nah, bro. I'm trying to still see why y'all trying to give one platform though, bro. And why did you didn't stand it? That's what I'm
saying. Wait, who did I give a platform? A bum?
Yeah,
Ginn Lee is not a bum.
Bro, was a bum, bro.
No. He's a legend.
I saw you help bro get some jeans.
I didn't buy him any jeans.
Bro had on them jeans 3 times in a row. Then he had on that hoodie for 4 days.
For real?
Let me tell you
But
something.
you don't get it. He's in the
Bro,
trenches. He's in the
King
trap
Pill-
spot.
Hey, King Pill, hey.
Yeah, they're both doing the same thing. They wear the same clothes over and over.
Got my nigga King Pill fucked up. But this one I'm saying. I want you to tell that white boy when you see him, right?
Okay.
That the knee is healed. Fuck all that killing shit, because we can slang iron. Slanging bullet is nothing to slang iron, but I got kids, so I ain't trying to do all that.
Okay.
But tell him since he spanked me and called me little bro, to get his ass in the ring again so I can put him on his pocket.
Okay. I mean, I will tell him that, honestly.
No, I want you to.
Got stitched up, then I
He's
went
a
right back
pussy.
to the hood.
Hey.
You know where the price is good. Y'all that's the pack 3-5 in the
He gonna just wait for it to hit 1 million songs. He said he gonna sue him.
Sue the fuck out of it.
Why?
For liking image, using my face without my permission.
I don't think that that's a real law.
But it is.
Think about how many channels I could sue if it was a crime to
You
just put my
cool.
face in the
You
video.
cool. You don't got.
No, I just don't think I could sue them for that. You ever heard of fair use?
No, it's not fair use. My
Fair
face
use.
is not fair use, bro.
Yeah, it is.
My face is not fair
It's
use.
not fair that God gave you the face that you have, but it is fair use.
We the ugly boys. White and black. Cookie and cream.
I do agree. God has a fucked up sense of humor.
Yeah, but like, no, bro. Y'all got that boy on there talking about he spanking shit. Boy, they spank nothing.
BTA. Y'all out here with some banana woods, huh?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The way I seen Wack 100 like embrace, he was happy
fuck
as
Wack,
hell.
fuck Wack 100. Buzzball Lush.
What? Oh yeah.
Buzzball Lush is a hoe. Tell him I need that too.
Let's see what he got to say.
Yeah, tell that nigga Lush I need that too, bro. Bitch ass nigga, you being friendly.
The thing about him is he won't turn you down.
Man, I'm gonna whoop the shit out of him, bro. I'm gonna pack him out just because of Ginn.
Oh wow! I just realized that Willie D tried to call me at 9 o'clock in the morning and 6:30 in the morning. This motherfucker up early. Holy shit!
Sipping coffee and writing questions, ready.
That's crazy. I guess I was deserving of a phone call, but it was just like 3 hours before I woke up.
You hoe, bro.
I hoed Willie D.
Yeah, you
If
hoe.
anything, he hoed me, and now he got me doing a podcast with you instead of him. Willie D drove me into your arms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, don't
Pause.
say that about-
Pause. Huh?
Shout out
don't say about
Willie
us.
D.
I don't even fuck with old boy, but,
You don't fuck with Willie D?
No.
What'd he do wrong?
Willie D
Hey,
got hands.
hey, FDA says he wants to put BTA on you.
Get on that camera, buzzball. Get your bitch ass on that camera, buzzball. Look at your bullshit ass head. Beat that head ass, boy. I saw you hug Ginn. When I saw you hug Ginn, I saw I'm gonna punch on your ass, buzzball. When I'm back in LA, meet me in that alley, nigga, and don't be late. Don't be late.
I'm there.
You think I'm playing? I'm watching. Adam, set it up.
Hey, we need a fade between Germ and his girl, too. They both got a squabble in them.
Who the fuck is
All
James?
His girl.
All right, there it is. 2-1.
Yeah, bro, tag team.
Tag team. That's what I'm talking
beating your
about.
ass, buzzball. Yeah.
Buzzball.
Buzzball head ass,
I'm going to throw them at you like grenades.
bro. Bro, got me fucked up. Hey, shout out to what you did on that front line for them people, though, bro. I saw that shit, bro.
All right.
Appreciate you, my guy. Much love.
Good.
All right. Much love, Lush. That was funny.
Yeah, nah, I saw when you talking about you gonna stick a buzzball in bro, hey, that shit was crazy.
Wow, that's a good idea. I didn't even think of that.
The carrots was crazy too.
Yeah, we stay with a carrot. Damn, I should have one on me for every interview. That's crazy.
Man, y'all had them baby carrots.
I should give out carrots in the hood to the kids.
No, do that shit, bro.
Out in Houston.
They're gonna look at it like, what the
Man, they gonna cut your ass out. So what this about that, bro? These
Nigga, we got
fucking
Adam22 in the
carrots,
hood. Yeah, them niggas gonna go crazy out
giving
there.
out carrots?
What whole hood gonna pull up?
I'm trying to see what him and Max are about to do. They about to show the hood.
We're about to go, visit all the landmarks, man.
I need to focus some of them new artists too.
Yeah? Who else you got? We got CEO Gucci.
I say
That's my
go
draft
fuck with-
pick.
Right now in the city, Quiet Money died. Go fuck
Yes,
with
sir.
him too.
Okay.
He doing his thing.
5 Money died.
I'll tap in.
Yeah. Nah, he going crazy.
Man,
King
LMDD
Chemo.
Too, bro. King Chemo, Fresh like Germo,
Okay.
White TD. Bro, it's a lot of people that you could have
Yeah.
messed with, bro. You
I
just
see one person I see having a lot of motion. He was just with James Harden. Money DW.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He goddamn going
Yeah,
crazy. He in the
need to
studio
interview
rapping.
that FDA. He
James
said he
Harden.
was on your ass.
Lil FDA?
Yeah.
You got a Lil?
Yeah.
Like, not your son? Like, just like from your hood, but he's like the little version of
Nah,
you?
he my son.
He's actually your son?
Yeah,
He came out your ball sack.
Yeah, nah.
What?
He look just like me if you see him.
Oh, okay. Because in LA, you know, you got like your little homies like Lil Adam22, Baby 22, Infant 22.
You really hold us on that last one too, because we was debating underground and then you threw Kendrick in there. I had to bring that back up too, because they threw that flag. But I just gotta let them know that the Houston underground music is killing California, Los Angeles underground music scene.
I don't even know if you believe that.
I believe
We
that.
believe it,
I for sure believe that. I believe it.
But we have Beyonce.
We got Tommy Guns. We're talking about underground music. You're
underground.
gonna bring up Beyonce?
We got Lil Flip, bro.
No,
that was 30 years ago. Shout out to Lil Flip though.
New underground.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Shout out Lil Flip though. Where he at? I gotta tap in with him. I remember one time after I interviewed him, like a couple days later, I walked into my studio, and Lil Flip and like 4 other dudes are just all posted up at my table, all rolling up, just smoking hella weed.
Yeah, them
I was pretty hyped.
Them niggas getting some money. I ain't gonna lie, that money DW. I'm telling you, you goddamn go fuck with them. They live in exotic. They some young niggas. This some new Houston shit.
This is Money DW. Okay.
Yeah, like
I gotta tap in with him.
Yeah, they was just with like James Harden. I seen him with like Lil Baby, all of them people. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna tap in.
Yeah, man.
Bro, this cold brew is kicking my ass.
What the fuck is a cold brew?
I don't know, but it seems like it has more caffeine than the regular one. Look, it got my name on it. Adam G.
You need to go to Mickey's Soul Food before you leave. You feel me?
Yeah. I'm going to leave all my eating for the rest of my Houston trip in the hands of NFL Cartel Bo. I'm going to let him choose my destiny.
Okay.
On the dog.
On the dog?
On the north.
On the north. Okay.
Big Tony, too.
The north.
Say north.
North. The north side.
Yeah, you're going to take it to the hood.
I'm going to pull up in a slab.
He gonna put in purple slabs
bro,
out.
If you gonna be with Max, he probably have my little bro Duggo bands, bro.
Okay.
Check in with my little bro Duggo, bro.
All right.
And Too Tall.
Sounds good. I'll check him out.
Sure.
Yeah. Sounds great.
Yeah. And it's all right. Sounds great.
What the fuck are we talking about? What's going on this episode? This is High Thoughts TV, huh? Why you need a sign that says like High Thoughts TV?
Oh, it's on the way. Trust.
I should have gone on Pop Austin Media.
What I did is basically
I
came to No Jumper, and I was like, okay, this how they got that shit set up. Boom.
There you go.
Now we set up. But
where's TTE Naughty? Is he a part of this operation?
Hell no.
No?
TTE Naughty came. I blame y'all. TTE Naughty came on y'all shit. And then he fell off. That nigga.
Well, no, but he snitched on somebody. Like he allegedly like tried to kill somebody, and then
he snitched on the nigga
the same night, right? Like, I mean, I like it almost sounds too good to be true. But like the story about what happened with him was like the craziest shit I ever seen. And then I don't think I've seen anything of him online since then.
That nigga been in and out of jail.
Oh, he's still locked up.
I don't know. Like, every now and then he pop up in my live stream chat like, yeah, let me up. But
bro's a dope fan for real.
Shit, yeah. I mean, when you search his name, the 1090 Jake video about him comes up.
He told.
Yeah.
He told like a motherfucker. He broke.
Yeah, I remember that shit. It's like, damn, they caught him. And
well, okay, 11 months ago, he did, Witty Apparatus.
Who the fuck is that?
You know, seen that YouTube channel? I don't know that much about it, but I see that in my recommended. But I interviewed him over a year ago, but I feel like he probably.
Why you dissing T-Rail?
Wasn't he falling asleep?
Who was a T-Rail?
Bro, you know who T-Rail is, man. You came to Houston, start dissing T-Rail, bro. Why you dissing T-Rail, bro?
I diss him in LA too, but I'm sorry, like I just feel like I'm so deeply embedded in the streets that to see someone pretending to be from somewhere and of a certain cloth that he's not from, that just don't sit right with me. So sometimes I got to speak out.
Bro, you can't turn on your own cast like that, bro.
How did I turn on him? They dramatically exited No Jumper and dragged negative narratives about me that they didn't even really believe. What?
You know what y'all know what y'all got going on between y'all two, bro. You know what you have going on.
Like what?
AD had your back, bro. You can't do AD like that or T-Rail like that, bro.
Hey, Milk on that shit.
I'm not arguing
That
this with
nigga
someone who's not even paying
Hey,
attention. What?
That nigga
No,
Milk
yeah,
popped
I've
up on
been
my
paying
live
Milk?
stream. Milk on that shit.
What is
He
going
got
on?
some video
Do you think he's on meth?
He on something. He needs some help.
Wait,
bro.
you really think that?
Nah, he
got-
popped up on my live stream.
Right,
He popped up on my live stream, bro.
I'm down to talk about Milk more than those dudes.
That
But
nigga popped up. He needs some help, bro. And
I
I
mean,
know y'all used to be partners.
he was making videos on the Calcany, the alleged Calcany, for a long time.
What
But
the fuck is a cat?
it's a balcony, but when you're
Oh, his sugar mama house.
well, yeah, when you're of a Crip nature, you might call it a Calcany. Anyway, well, Crip Mac called it a Calcany. I think that's why we started saying that. Maybe December allegedly. But and then ever since then, I seen Milk kind of went back to being like a car streamer. Like he'd be posted in the car. So I don't know. Now I'm a little bit.
I don't pay attention, bro.
I haven't watched one of his videos in a long time. I feel like he did no jumper, and that kind of fucked his wave up. His fans like really held it against him that he came on the podcast.
So I got a real question to ask you this.
Sure.
What made you clean house with everybody? Like when you had the era with DW.
That era. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was just getting a little crazy, man. There was a little too much gang shit going on. It just started to feel like, damn, this ain't worth it.
He was getting active in that bitch.
I mean, there was an incident. People could probably go watch the video. I can't really comment on anything that wasn't in the video, but it definitely got lit.
Maybe we came on the best day ever because your studio would give a nigga that vibe. Like,
yeah.
Shit was safe when we was in that bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a thing where, sometimes we'll do a podcast with 5 people and they all come alone, or they bring their girl, or they bring their one friend who's just chilling. And then other times you do a podcast with 5 people and they each bring 4 homies, and there's, they're all posted up, they're all doing their thing. It's like sometimes the vibe is a little bit more, like there's just shit going on. But I mean, that day it was really just Brick showing up, and like he was angry about the fact that everybody was talking about that one little cigarette incident on the podcast. He was tweaking out. He ended up getting into it with the security, ended up getting into it with DW Flame's brother. It was just a little hectic.
Because I'm going to tell you about Brick.
Yeah.
As soon as you fired, bro, and Brick realized that he had his job, he started talking down.
You think?
DW Flame. Yeah. Start acting like the good house nigga. I said it.
If that's what he took from me getting rid of DW Flame at that time, then it is what it is. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I can't peer into the mind of the Brick.
Yeah, they copy each other, bro.
Free the Brick.
Keep him.
No. Free him. Free him.
Free him. We need him. Like 46.
Free. What?
Hey,
you wishing 10 years on my boy?
Yeah, he gonna come out with a type of. He said, my name used to be Brick, but my name is Mathadamu now.
I'm about to do you like your girl did Ginn Lee.
Bro, and guess what, bro? I'm going to show you something that, guess what? Adam, they going to have my picture on your studio.
The legend who took me out?
Yeah. They're gonna have
the 22 Slayer is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going to have me just like this. It's going to be my studio.
That is true, though. You'll go down in hip-hop history if you took me out.
I would not.
You would.
Bro, please,
for better or for worse. I mean, people have become legends in hip hop for way less notable bodies.
So I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know it was a takeoff mural in Houston. I drove by it the other day. I was like, oh
word?
Shit, yeah.
You in the
third ward, nigga.
You in Texas, something happened to you right now in Houston. They're gonna have you all over that motherfucker. They're gonna say plum connoisseur, podcaster. He came out here for a good time. The chief of police gonna talk, and this thing, you're gonna have 15 super soldiers at my house.
I want CEO Gucci to carry my casket.
But that's crazy.
Single-handedly, just him.
Man, I probably do the right thing, bro. Though. Do the right thing, bro. Put bro on some real money, bro. Don't just talk about the violence. Get bro. Real
all I could do is promote his music and put him out there to the people and hope that they love him as much as we do.
That's 100 because if bro get his music promoted, because he rapping about one thing, but he starts seeing outside of Houston. That shit gonna change when you start getting money.
Do you want to know why I know that CEO Gucci gonna blow up? Because he has a weird stance. You notice when he's standing there, he's kind of like curved and shit, and that remind me of Young Boy. I feel like a big part of like being a rap star these days is you can't stand up straight. You got to be kind of like a curvy line.
And people like that.
look at it. The way he's standing.
Yeah.
That means he's gonna be big.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like he just like Young Boy kind of got the bow-legged thing. And CEO Gucci got the like sort of like crooked stance thing.
Packing them heavy too.
I believe.
Nobody never had on the bro.
He doing this thing.
He doing this thing.
Yeah.
He'll change his life after he got to start getting money.
Who?
Baby Kill.
Who the hell is? Oh, I heard of that nigga.
OD crashing.
Yeah, I heard of that, bro.
Man.
I heard. Ain't it like Julio birthday or something like that? I seen
Today.
I think I saw shit. Y'all posted.
Long live Julio, man. They call it a heavenly birthday now.
Yeah. Oh shit.
It's your birthday after you die. It's your heavenly birthday.
Well, shit.
But it's crazy.
Heavenly.
I don't even believe in heaven, but no jumper posting about heavenly birthdays.
No, for
sure. They post that shit.
You want to believe in heaven so bad.
You got a biblical name, but you don't believe in God. That's crazy.
I think you want to believe in heaven so bad because you're just hoping that there's something better on the other side of all this.
Man, Adam,
You're getting your ass whooped by a white boy in the mall.
Hey, if that's the epitome
Life, that can't be life.
If that's the epitome of life, bro,
you gotta pull up to the mall that shit happened at, just so you can see, like you can envision. How
I'm gonna pull up and do forensics. I'm gonna fucking study exactly what happened. Point it here to here to here, and then we're gonna put the markers on the ground with the,
Go obtain
bro,
that
so
law
y'all helping, bro.
I'm gonna hire Big X to play you in my reenactment.
Big X, if I want anybody to play.
You're down with that? He's actually bigger than you.
Bro,
hard to believe, but.
He gonna say, "Hey, he gonna really beat that nigga up in the real act."
Oh wait, yo, we can react to this in real time. Look at this. Sauce Walka just called Adam22 out.
Okay, so I see we still got the subject going about what I said about racial slurs and all that yesterday. For the record, I don't got nothing to do with everybody else going on and what they did. I didn't even know nothing about that shit. My shit was strictly on the say cheese comment. But now we got Adam22 making his remarks. He said what I said was stupid. So now we're going to use Adam22 as an example and still bring it back to the food. If a white man come up to you and say, "Hey, brother," he ain't even got to say, "Hey, boy." If he say, "Hey, brother, would you like some watermelon?" How you going to take that? Are you going to take that racially disrespectful? Or you going to say, "Sure, John, I would love a piece of watermelon"? Huh? That's the same way I motherfucker feel when he jumped his white ass on that motherfucking interview with Blad. Broke ass, Blad, eat my dick, you broke. I'll never come to your platform, you a bum. Nigga, you beg for a nigga like me to get in your platform. I don't need you to be rich, blow up. I proved that to you. You should have never told me that. But, anyway, M22 said, "Yeah, man, you know, I can offer Sauce Walka a pint of codeine, and maybe he'll come up here and do an interview with me." No, you can't, you fucking cook. I don't need to go through your chump ass to get no serve. Nigga, I slap the shit out you in real life. That's why. Yeah, my daughter just said, "Fuck you." But anyway, man, I'm the type of nigga that will go to Adam and slap the shit out of him and fuck his wife. Don't play with me like that, nigga. That's how you use motherfucking systematic strategical racism and hiding and underlining shit. So the same way that you feel if a motherfucker was to come at you and say, as a Caucasian person, and just randomly offer you a watermelon, just suspecting they did. That's what you like. You're black, right? You're black, right?
He actually loves lean. I don't know why he's acting like lean isn't something that we both mutually enjoy.
Yeah, nigga. That's the same thing as a black man going up to a motherfucker and say, "Hey, my dog, you want a taco?"
Honestly, this makes about as much sense as his statement where he said that it's a Mexican person saying the N-word is equally as offensive as a black man eating a taco.
He said no.
All of these things I say out of respect. I don't say none of these
This
things.
makes about as much sense. Hold on, this is long though. We're only halfway through this.
Nobody tell me what the fuck I can't say if I'm saying it out of love. So
I heard
I'm saying
he
if
says
you
that he
saying this shit,
appreciates me
use
coming
my
to
culture
Houston
out of
at
love.
some point in
Allow
this.
them to be a part of our culture out of love. Because a lot of y'all dick suck and run to motherfuckers like Adam22 who pirates. He completely pirates black culture. He probably, I'm gonna be all the way real. He changed a couple black people's life. I salute you for that. You gave a couple black niggas their position, platform. But ain't none of them niggas rich. The only niggas that get rich is the niggas that leave you. Ain't none of them niggas got a platform. That's why a lot of them niggas left you, brother. I'm glad you in Houston, though. I'm glad you in Houston supporting my city, making everybody look good. That's what's up, Adam22. Just stop speaking on me. I'ma flame your white ass up every time. And I like white people. That's my mixed baby right there. She white and black. She both of the shit. But yeah, nigga, I ain't going for the watermelon, nigga. I ain't going for the watermelon or the motherfucking pint of syrup. Chunk, bitch. And I got more money than you, Adam22. And my hoe got more money than your hoe. You can't fuck with me, white boy.
Now we're entering the realm of
Stop
fantasy.
You mention my name, just know I might fire you up. I might like it. I might flame you up. Just like you said. No disrespect to you, Adam. I don't take no hard feelings. H-Town, but Vlad, you a bitch. I don't like
I'm gonna comment. I'm gonna say, I got 5 pints for you to pipe on Plug Talk. He gonna like that. Ignore the whole intention of what he was saying and just offer him to do porn.
Yeah, I think bro should do that.
Huh?
Bro, y'all should produce some porn, like bro.
That's what I'm saying. I seen Sauce laying his dick down on an OnlyFans video before, man.
You watching that shit, bro? Sauce tripping.
I don't know why you're so. That's like fake outrage because it's like there's no way you could possibly actually be mad about the idea of us drinking lean together. Like I don't know why he's trying to act like we're not the same type of person from the same type of culture. You know, like yeah, you're black. All right, we get it. I'm white. We all like drinking lean and smoking weed and hanging out, fucking girls. What the fuck are you acting like everything's so different for? Was he in my studio? So okay. I've been trying to interview Sauce for like forever, and obviously been around him over the years. We've been in the studio together before and shit like that. But he was always kind of ducking the interview side of things. And then like a year ago, maybe he was coming through, supposed to do the interview with me, and then in the morning he switched it up and said, "Nah, I want to do it with Sharp." So Sharp came in, Sharp did the interview, and then as they were leaving, like while Sauce was out the door, I'm sitting there doing the podcast with Wack, and then Sauce and Sharp came in together, and we had a little bit of a yelling match, and it was kind of like a performative, podcast type thing. But then at the same time, I was telling him like, "I'm gonna go fuck with Go Yayo. I'm gonna go fuck with Go Yayo," and I think I don't think anybody like really says Go Yayo's name to him on camera, really, usually most of the time. So I feel like he didn't like that, but whatever.
It's live that you're gonna link with Go Yayo. But
that's my boy.
You're not scared after that post he made the other day?
What'd he say?
That nigga said, "Fuck everybody, nigga. I don't give a fuck about my friends, my family. Fuck you, nigga. I'm ready to die and go to jail forever."
Listen, I'm an op lover, so I gotta tap in with the ops. I don't just hang out with the heroes. I hang out with the villains too, my
friend. I fuck with Go Yayo. I just seen that post and I was like, "Shit, nigga. That's a nigga I'm like."
Man, you look at me. I got my knees out.
Okay.
I'm chilling.
Look, I remember you interviewed. Who you interviewed? You interviewed King Von, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you talked about Duck's song, you feel me?
I asked him about Duck, yep.
So like I knew then you was an op lover, but I'm like, bro, look at this white man being messy than a motherfucker.
How am I not gonna ask him about the person that he mentions in like every song?
Guess what, Adam? They both is gone.
No, this was before one of them was gone.
They gone.
Now.
They gone. So when you mention this shit, like Adam, this is real Houston. This like I'm a real Houston nigga. And the real way is, bro can really lose his life over some shit. You saying you an op lover. That's not what's up, bro.
My job is doing content and documenting what's going on in the world.
Bro, so why you don't work for the California news?
What do you mean? We are the news.
No, NBC.
We document parts of the culture that are like too underground for the news to even touch.
Man, come on, bro.
Too illicit. We do the real journalism. Let me ask you something. If Ginn Lee dies, you don't think people are going to ask you about it? In interviews? Why? Yeah, right. That's like your whole thing is talking about him. Of course you're going to talk about him when he's gone. They're going to call you No Jumper, Say Cheese. Everybody's going to call you and everybody's going to want to talk about. And you're going to do some fake boogeyman shit. You're going to pretend that you smoked him. You're going to act like, oh no, it could have been somebody from my neck of the woods. I don't know who took him out. You're going to try to fake claim it. I've seen this 1,000 times before and I know your character. I know you're going to try to fake claim Ginn Lee's body if he dies.
Damn.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Demon.
Hey, Adam. I'm gonna tell you something.
Hypothetical death is crazy.
Hey, Adam. I don't think I claim it's the shit that I do.
Yeah.
Okay? So I would never get online because I didn't deal with the police. I would never get online to bring that type of attention to me, bro.
You snitched on your girl.
I ain't snitched on my girl.
You did.
That was you and your bitch ass evidence saying that shit.
No, you did.
And I really don't give a fuck.
We can watch the clip.
I don't give a fuck, but I'm telling you straight up.
I watched it with Ginn Lee. We talked about it.
I'm telling you straight up, I don't give a fuck about no Ginn Lee, though. You hear what I'm saying?
For real?
Because at the end of the day, y'all bitch ass niggas want me to go to jail on some weak ass shit to get my wife locked up around some kids.
I don't want you to go to jail. I just want you to live your truth.
So I live my truth. So I don't give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about no weak ass 26-year-old white boy, bro. Who the only gimmick that he got is saying motherfucking nigga.
Are you dropping a song?
Nah, y'all giving them a platform. You in that dance a hoe ass nigga.
You need to drop a song.
Give him a platinum. Give him a platform to talk and justify that hoe ass shit. I don't give a fuck about that peon ass white boy.
That's
bro.
a real one right there, man. Ginn Lee, a real one.
That nigga's a peon, bro. Man, that nigga's
So I just needed to like recharge.
So you put money.
Sauce Walka brought me down a couple notches with that rant, and then Ginn just brought me back up.
That's cool. You got, because that's what happened. Come on, Mike Conrad. Let's get
You're right. We need to like work together more. You know, like I feel like white people are scared of linking up because they're afraid that they're gonna be labeled a hate group.
No, not really.
Not really.
Not really. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be saying what they call them now. They rich and everything. They justifying it. Just like when bro got stabbed.
Justifying.
As a white man, you should feel some type of way that your son. Yeah.
No, but let's be real. In hip hop, I think what I said is true about white people. Like, if you were a white guy with a label and you signed like 3 white rappers, like in hip hop, that's gonna look crazy. Now, in every other chunk of the world, nobody would care. You're a rock label, country label, whatever. A bunch of white people, nobody cares. But in hip hop, for sure, that would look crazy. Even if you just had like 2 white rappers, it's gonna look nuts. Even if you're a black dude and you got a label and you have 2 white dudes on the label, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're
you got going on,
trying to culture these white people into the game, you piece of shit." You can just imagine it now.
Why do you think people call you a culture vulture?
Because they're retarded.
Man, so you said to me you love black people just as equally as you love white people.
Yeah, I love all people.
Seriously?
I'm not racist in any meaningful way.
See, that's what I said. So you're not racist or prejudiced.
Until the nigga cut him off in traffic. It's everybody like in road rage.
You think I'll let the N-word fly?
Shit,
I do not. I turn into Ginn Lee.
When you listening to that little baby, when he get ready to say nigga, you goddamn hit that. No, everybody saying nigga. Niggas ain't tripping like when they come out in the car.
I do feel like we got multiple Mexicans that are standing on business and saying that you can't tell them not to say.
What happened to this boy right here, man?
What did happen to that boy?
What happened to this boy right here, man?
Shit.
What happened to this boy right here, man?
The world, man. The world.
Boy, you the tall one, right?
Yeah.
I saw my wife. How did this happen, bro? You hear what I'm saying?
The streets turned me to a demon, FDA.
Come on. The streets turn you to a demon, bro. Yo,
you know what it is like.
Mama, that's what we say.
Honestly, though, that photo was taken at Disney World.
Okay, so that means your family had enough money to conjure up
we drove from New Hampshire to Florida, 24-hour drive. I'm 13 in that photo.
Y'all spent a lot of money on gas.
So that was kind of like the end of my childhood in a sense.
So when you became like, say, I just want to grow up and like fuck cats and do messy podcasts and shit.
I do love cats, but I've never fucked one. FDA. That's a foul statement.
No harm to the animal AP.
What happened to that one girl? Y'all had turned that one girl up. That she used to be around. I think her name was like
Sky Bree.
Y'all turned up. Now it's like
Definitely made a bag off Sky Bree. I can't lie. Yeah, that was a good lick. Yeah, realistically, at that moment, if I had really been like looking out for myself and my financial situation, I would have said, "Fuck hip hop content. I'm signing OnlyFans girls." After her, I probably should have started traveling the country looking for girls to sign to my OnlyFans agency. And instead, I stayed in the trenches doing content with people like FDA. Is that indicative of me having some sort of psychosis? Sometimes I wonder that.
Because you don't want to be a virtual pimp.
I think like, what makes it not as bad is because it's like, did you see all them cases of baby oil? Like, if a nigga had that many cases of baby oil, it's like, okay, we need to see.
I think if you're going to get into the game of managing hundreds of different OnlyFans talent, then you're probably in a situation where at some point you are going to be hit with a bunch of fake allegations, no matter how squeaky clean you keep your interactions with them.
Yeah.
So really at that point, that shit is just collateral damage. You've just already got to accept that at one point, some girl's going to want to get out of her contract and she's going to say, he raped me. He fucking finger banged my dog, like you were saying, or the cat rather. He drugged me, all this type of shit. That is kind of just that's part of it. Because at some point, a girl's going to need to say whatever she can say to try to get out of a bad deal or a deal, period. But I didn't do that. Instead, I stayed down with the culture. There's another version of this in which I'm not here, and instead I'm just sitting on my $10 million island surrounded by OnlyFans babes, and I don't even know who FDA is. I dream of that. I fantasize about that.
the respect marker with me and you, it moved up like you was at 1, but then now you at 2. You know what I'm saying? Because
chicken.
You did something that a lot of people thought that you wasn't gonna do. Pull up on the greatest thing in Houston right now, up and coming.
Is this that?
Yeah.
Damn. All right, I feel good then. I'm happy.
We like when you start out.
And like the crazy part is you pulled up before a lot of Houston niggas did. Goddamn. Yeah.
Yeah, see, honestly, that might be part of the problem in LA is that somebody starts a podcast and within 2 weeks they got all the different podcasters in LA coming on. So out here, everybody's a little bit more gatekeepy. They don't want to necessarily come fuck with the up and coming movements, right? Yeah. What is that about? Bun B, we need you here. Big X, we need you here. Yeah. Cartel Bo, we need you here. Max O'Cream, we need you here. We need the streets to fuck with the up-and-coming podcasters if there's going to be any growth in the scene.
That's a fact. I heard it here.
Where's Zero?
Zero probably not coming. He said some crazy shit about
Zero.
Well,
there you go. Okay. Never mind.
I'm telling you.
Right. Wait, no. Does Real Tune film out here?
Yeah.
See? Okay, he's going to be mad. He's going to be like, why you fucking with them bums instead of me?
Hey. No, you won't, nigga. Don't make me call him right now.
I'm just kidding. He wanted to come on Jumbo, but he hit me with like 3 hours notice. I couldn't do it.
Bro, you need to let people like Real Tunes, Big Ed for sure. You should have tapped in with Big Ed because Big Ed is the educated brother that got a large following.
Who's Big Ant?
Politician.
Oh, that fool. Yeah. I seen some people tagging me, or tagging him in the post about me. I was thinking about that. I forgot he was from out here.
Nah, they get some good content.
Yeah? Where's he at?
Out here, Greenspoint.
Stafford?
Yeah, he on the outside.
Shout out Stafford. Got some nice highways out here. I took an accidental left turn and had to do like a U-turn on the way here. You know, if you're all the way over, you got to take that U-turn.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be one more.
Out here for a week, you'll live in the baby. Y'all will get a house there outside somewhere out here.
Yeah, everybody coming to Houston.
I was with Jay Prince Jr. last night. You know, I'm pretty tapped in, I guess you could say.
Yeah, he was rapping like
I was with CEO Gucci. Then all of a sudden I'm with Jay Prince Jr. I'm like, I'm really in the trenches and fucking with the elites out here.
Yeah.
Where's Beyonce? That's the only person left for me to tap in with. I fuck with FDA. I just needed to tap in with Beyonce. And Travis Scott.
Travis Scott,
yeah. So you got him over Pusha T.
Yeah.
Honestly, no. But
Pusha T 50 years old, bro. Yeah.
I like the Clips. Clips are one of my favorite rap groups of all time for sure. Pusha T, I met him I met him like years ago, but I seen him in the airport the other day when they were on the way to sign the Rock Nation deal. I seen them. They were getting on the flight. When I was going to New York, they were going to New York too. And I was wondering, I even looked at their Instagrams. I'm like, why are they going there? Well, okay, so they were on Def Jam, and Def Jam is under Universal, and then Universal is getting sued by Drake. And I guess on the Pusha T, or on the Clips album, Kendrick has a verse, and he's saying some shit that goes against Drake, I guess. And obviously Pusha is a famous Drake op, and I guess Universal didn't want it to be used in the lawsuit against them. So they basically said, you got to have Kendrick change his verse or else we're not putting the project out. And Clips allegedly said, well, fuck you. We're going to go sign a deal with somebody else. So they went and signed with Rock Nation. Either way, that's kind of crazy world. But he's just hating on Pusha T because he thinks he's fake, whatever. I mean, like, as a musician, I have absolutely, like, no real strong feelings towards Travis Scott. I don't really listen to his music. I don't really give a fuck about him like that. But Pusha T, one of the greatest rappers of my childhood, really. Like when I was like a teenager, when I was like graduating high school, that was the shit that I was tuned into. So I love the Clips. I just listened to Hell Hath No Fury the other day. I listened to Lord Willin' the other day. No, Pusha T. Those are Clips albums.
Yeah. But nobody listens to that weekend shit.
Man, if you listen to Lord Willin', I know you're not a man of culture or anything, but if you listen to Lord Willin' and Hell Hath No Fury right now, you are not going to be able to say those are not classic rap albums.
I think Daytona was classic for Pusha.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I
don't listen to old ass dudes that tell fairy tale ass shit.
Well,
nigga, you 48 years old, bro. You supposed to be a fucking school teacher.
I'm from the era. You can rap about coke. You don't have to sell coke. You just got to be really good at it.
48 years old. Hey, you ever saw a motherfucking quarterback play to the age of 48?
I don't pay attention to football, so I don't know how rare that is, but I would assume
It's
it's pretty rare, yeah.
Yeah, it's rare.
I just think every 3 years that nigga did somebody to sell.
But none of these kids are selling bricks like that. They just kill the kid who lives 5 minutes away. They don't fucking sell bricks anymore. There's no good hustle rap.
Yeah. The New Dallas niggas hustling.
I'm not gonna lie though, Vlad TV did kind of debunk a lot of the Pusha T stuff because he interviewed like their manager and all these different people that were around them that kind of confirmed that he wasn't exactly the kingpin.
They said he was selling dope though.
I forget exactly how it went. I'm sure he was selling some dope.
So why you
But
ain't
you're not fact checking Young Jeezy, right?
I don't fuck with Young Jeezy.
You don't? Oh, well.
You linked up with $1 million worth of game yet?
I've been around them. We've never done content together. Yeah, like I did a podcast with Academics, Wack, Gilly, Wallow. I think that's it. But it was on Wack's. Wack like started a podcast, did like one episode. It had Gilly and Wallow on it. And I honestly think Wack fucked up his relationship with Gilly in that moment because he was pressing Gilly super hard about Gilly allegedly getting bitched out by Beanie Siegel back in the day. Like, and Wack invites us all together and then just starts going in on Gilly about this. And a lot of people have spoken about this alleged incident over the years. And I don't know what the exact truth is, but it was awkward. And honestly, there were so many people talking that I just like didn't even try to talk. I just sat back because it was just everybody was just yelling and freaking out.
I'm gonna let this nigga spit.
It was crazy.
This a nigga business. I ain't
But that is some whack shit to like invite somebody all the way to LA to do your podcast and then you just kind of like give them a hard time about something that happened 20 years ago.
Yeah,
that's some whack ass shit, you know.
Tell Wack short ass too. You feel me? Yeah, he wasn't there for my shit, but all of a sudden he does.
He only pulls up when he's invited.
For real?
He's not really invited to just hang out all day because he's ops with like half of our hosts.
Nah, it's ever since the niggas got beat up and them clothes took up off him. That's when he lost that invite.
That wasn't him.
But he was outside.
But he was there, yeah.
That niggas got there. I said, God
no, but
damn,
think about it. All those years of Wack and Break both being on the podcast, they never saw each other one time in real life. And now, Munchie B, we don't want him to see Wack. All of a sudden, Unc was cool with Wack. Now they can't see each other because he's out here saying blank remover.
Man,
and then
short ass and chill out.
I don't want Ralphie to see Wack because Wack has ran his mouth about Ralphie. Trying to think of who else. Like 4Extra is cool with Wack. Lush obviously cool with everybody. Buzzball. I like that. I was calling him Buzzball Lush, but that don't really got a ring to it like Buzzball. Yo, I gotta go to fucking link with Cartel Bo soon. You got any like last questions we can wrap up here?
Yeah, nah.
You gonna keep me here for 2 more hours? This is a Joe Rogan episode?
Yeah.
I'm going there next.
Like an interrogation.
I'm just gonna pull up. Just stand outside. Hey Joe! I just did FDA shit! Give me an interview! Hey Joe! Hey Joe, you big old bitch! Get out here! I got Remo with me!
Got Remo, nigga?
Imagine Joe Rogan Remo episode.
That'd be live.
Dummy live. I'll watch that. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Shout out Adam. Shout out FDA.
Shout out FDA.
It's hot thoughts. We all hot, bitch.
Might catch a Rico like that. Sweep that shit under the wood.